Can you cross-stitch on your embroidery machine without extra equipment? Yes, you can. Designs on Embroidery.com can help. In this project, a cross-stitched clock face that might take days to complete by hand is done using an embroidery machine in just a fraction of the time. First, let's select thread colors. The design I'm using in this demonstration is the 16-count Bluebird clock by Sudbury House. This design comes with a printable sheet of suggested thread colors in a variety of readily available brands. Following this guide, I can select the threads from my collection for each color stop. Embroidery.com also lists more brands and color numbers for each color stop, which expands my options even further. Cross-stitch designs need to be well stabilized for machine embroidery. Use a cutaway stabilizer and hoop it together with the fabric you've chosen. Now, of course, you don't have to embroider cross-stitch designs on cross-stitch fabric, but if you're up for the challenge, it's amazing how closely the machine will stitch on the squares of the cross-stitch fabric. For best results, match the design count to the fabric count. Count is a hand cross-stitch term which refers to the size of the stitches being used. Here, I'm using 16-count cross-stitch fabric to match the 16-count design. I marked straight lines on the fabric to assist me in hooping properly. Using the infant-size embroiderer's friend to hold the hoop steady, use the center line as a guide for aligning the fabric. Tighten the hoop screws for a firm hold. Try to orient the machine needle's start position over one of the holes before you begin. This will really add authenticity to the finished product, and the completed stitching will probably not be perfect, but very, very close. Most embroidery machines stitch more accurately at a lower speed, so you might adjust your machine's speed for cross-stitch designs. Even at the reduced pace, machine-embroidered cross-stitch goes a lot faster than hand stitching. Even with the machine working at just 500 stitches per minute, in 5 minutes, look how much is finished. The bluebirds are nearly finished in 15 minutes. If you've never done cross-stitch style designs before, you may be surprised at the number of jump stitches you encounter. They're necessary because of the complexity of the cross-stitch style. It's easier to stop and trim each one as it occurs. The flowers and the leaves are finished now, just half an hour after the birds. If you have experience hand stitching, you can really appreciate how quickly this process is going. How long would that have taken with just a needle and thread? In under an hour, the embroidery machine has completed the design. Like hand cross-stitch, cross-stitching by machine takes skill and yields delightful results.